Yeah, so week 4, my journey, your journey, come back. Before I go into my bit, I'm still very keen and yeah, still very much with what we started. But for your bit, yeah, hope it's going well. Just a couple of tips really. We've mentioned water, but try overdo it with water. I've got a touch of gout kicked in. I'm a gout sufferer, it wouldn't matter to yourself. But you can't drink too much of this. All you might need to do is add a bit more salt in your food. Yeah. If you add salt in your food late and you start gulping loads of water, it might make you wake up for a wee more than you need to. Just be conscious of that. But can't get too much of this. It will not hold any weight. It'll go through us. It's a bit like having a rusty radiator with a hole in the bottom and you put a hose in it, you flush it through. It just takes all the stuff we don't need out of the body. It may take a little too much salt, so just add a bit of salt. Not in your water, on your food, wherever you want to. Okay, so as I said to you before, hope you're going and keep going with this journey with me for the feel good factor, the health factor, which we've said. Alright, so if you followed the other 3, we know what we're on about. So consistency is key, and remember what I said, you might be feeling a bit tired, and that happened to me. Do you remember, this is Friday of this week, I said we had a bit of an uptown hit, a bit of a strange week. I flew back from Bulgaria, but I was so keen to get on this machine on Monday, I felt full of energy. But what's happened since, I thought I was starting to have a bit of a U-turn and downturn to it all, until suddenly the penny dropped. I've done a little bit of research and I should have known, but I'm suffering jet lag. It's only a 2-hour difference in Bulgaria, but it's enough to swing a 51-year-old body out of shape. And I have, since that Monday where I felt really energetic, I've since felt very, very tired and lethargic. So much that I come back from work today, I got off at about 4:15 or something. I went and had a lay down and had a nap for an hour. But there's another tip for you. I play some classical music like Mozart, Beethoven. Seriously, this stuff has stood the test of time. It's there to relax, make people feel good. And I find that better than any sleep music, any yoga music. I just drift off with it. So if you want to set your alarm clock for little power naps, they're very, very good. It's a great footballer. I'm not a huge fan of his eye winking. Cristiano Ronaldo. When he got Wayne Rooney sent off. I'm not a fan of that, but he has about 4 or 5 little naps a day and it keeps that wonderful physique and career going. So here's a little tip. This is a tip for you guys. Keep it going. Loads of this. Don't be afraid to take some salt, extra salt in your food, because you might be taking a lot of this, flushing some through, and you'll be sweating. And take a power nap if you need it. Yeah. So for me, where am I at? Yeah, as I said, I felt really, really tired. I think the answer was actually feel very good now tonight, but I felt really tired and I've been for the last few days. So I'm hoping it's the jet lag, the 2-hour difference and a long week. It's taken its toll. But I've been consistent, and if I reduce some weight, it's now Friday night, I'm going to weigh in tomorrow morning, Saturday, and if I reduce some weight tomorrow, I'm not looking for a huge loss, but if I get a little bit off, I'll be really happy. If you remember when I started, I said I've got to get down to 102 worst case scenario. And I give myself 8 weeks to do it. Well, it'll be my 4th weigh-in tomorrow. And if you draw a line between 150 and 114.9, layman terms, 115 to 102, if you draw a line between that, I think my maths have got it right, it's 13, after 13, 6.5. So I'm down at the moment about 6 kilos. So a little loss tomorrow will have me right bang on key. Yeah, this is a big part for me, the weight loss. Remember, I go on again, this is not hard work, this is just constant work. You just stuff where you've got to commit to it. And I'm halfway there. So yeah, what I will have to do, I'll have to take it up a little bit next week. I'll turn my dial up, maybe you turn yours up. When I say dial, I don't mean speed, we're just burning fat. What I mean by that is I'm going to go to 80 minutes, I'm on 75 now, I've just took it up from when I started gradually. I want to go up to 80, burning next week, but that's next week. So I'm just going to finish up with a normal 100 abs. I've had 75 on this, 100 crunches, just keep the abs in, throw my hands around 5 minutes. I'll weigh in tomorrow and that'll tell the tale. Somebody asked me, who am I fighting? Well, I'm not revealing who wants to fight me because it's either here or there. We both agreed if we were in shape and our bodies We got on well outside of boxing, so it's not a bitter match, it's just a match. I'll reveal that. Good fighter, similar age, but that's either here or there. Let's keep on our road, let's keep on our journey. Any injury, I'm out. I'm really, really vigilant not to get injured. So let's keep burning the fat. When we get another, that's just one step at a time. When we get down to the 102, 100, 101, around that mark, and then we press a different go button. Then I'll let you into another insight to my training. But at the moment, we're burning fat. Let's say 100 crunches, throw my hands around, the scales will tell the truth, you keep on track. One more thing, yes, I felt so tight today. Remember about the food. Went and had an Alfie curry for lunch at work. It was peel of rice, Alfie stuff. Wasn't feeling tired. When you feel tired, you eat more. And this is another trick. Don't be afraid, don't fight it. When you feel tired, there's something chemical in the body. Take it. So I went round Sainsbury's looking for a bit more meat, went to the meat counter, had some more meat, and see a packet of them Monster Munch crisps. Fancied some potassium, salt, yeah, tired. Took it. See if it affects the scales too much, but don't be hard on yourself. If you feel tired, you fancy something, sleep is key. If we can get sleep, we won't be fancying this extra stuff. But if you do, your body's telling you, take it, don't fight it. Because if you fight it, you'll end up eating more later in the day. So that's it then. I'm just going to throw my hands around, do my crunches on the scales. Thanks for tuning in. Tell others, come on the bandwagon, click and subscribe. Let's keep it going. Come on, old boys, keep the nasties away. Joe Bugner Smith scales 108.5 kg. I've got to get off 6.5 at least to keep the comebacks up. I've had a scale check today because my others were wobbling around a bit, but 108.5. 6.5 to go. Yes, I've just done a quick check weight on my weighing scales that are calibrated there. So I was a bit concerned about my scales, the ones I use at home. You always are when you go a bit heavier. But I think these are more accurate. But I've started 115 on those. These are weighing at a kilo lighter, so arguably I could have started 114. But whatever the case may be, on 108.5, these are accurate. Yeah, so I'll keep frittering between the two. So I'm pretty happy because we're about halfway. 5.5 kilo lost at whichever way you look at it, yeah. On the heavy or light ones from the start. And I should have been on about 6.5 kilos. So I'm about a kilo behind. But 6.5 to go. When we get down to 102, we can start training seriously. That's the plan, or very near it. So fairly on track. Keep going.